Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My presentation topic is temperature regulation. In this topic, we see the temperature regulation in different animals and their related terms. First of all, we see homeostasis and temperature regulation. Homeostasis is efforts to maintenance of constant internal temperature. Thermoregulation is a process that allows your body to maintain its core internal temperature. When your hypothalamus senses that you are too hot, it sends signals to your sweat glands to make you sweat and cool you off. When the hypothalamus senses that you are too cold, it sends signals to your muscles that make you shiver, and thyroid hormone key part in the vascular regulation of body temperature create warmth. This is called maintaining homeostasis. The next one is the impact of temperature on animal life. Temperature effects on animal life. The effect on metabolism of an animal, the effect on reproduction and fecundity, the effect on growth and development, the effect in crossing over, the effect in the sex ratios and calibration and their morphology. The next one is heat gain and losses. It tends to move from high to low areas by conduction, convection, and thermoregulation. First of all, we see the conduction. Conduction is the transfer of thermal energy through direct contact, and the convection is the heat transfer from the liquid or gas. And thermal radiation is the electromagnetic radiation emitted by body as a result of its temperature. Greater temperature difference leads faster heat flow. The next one is solution to temperature fluctuations. First of all, we see the picotherms. Picotherms, they have the quality of having a body temperature that varies or fluctuates depending on the temperature of the environment. Ectotherms derive heat from the environment, and endotherms obtain body heat by cellular processes, and homeotherms maintain stable internal body temperature. The next one is temperature regulation in invertebrates. Invertebrates are ectotherms, means they are cold-blooded. They warm their bodies by absorbing heat from their surroundings. The next one is thermoregulation in fishes. In thermoregulation in fishes, this is of two types. First one is behavioral thermoregulation, and the second one is physiological thermoregulation. First of all, we see the behavioral thermoregulation. In this, fish move from high temperature to the low area temperature. These fishes move from surface to the downward. Second one is physiological thermoregulation. These fishes have the network of capillaries between swimming blood vessels act as heat exchanger, and heat from vessels transported to the blood. No body heat is lost. Thermoregulation in amphibians. They are ectotherms and produce little heat from metabolism and lose it rapidly. They have moist skin, which helps in evaporative cooling in hot temperature. They live in shady areas. They take sunbath in dawn. They change their colors, go darker in cool environment and opposite in colder one. Bullfrogs secrete mucus for evaporative cooling. The next one is we see the thermoregulation in reptiles. They have dry skin to reduce water loss. Reptiles conserve body heat into the center of their bodies. Reptiles have efficient ventilation by extensible rib cage. They cool their bodies by salivating and frothing at mouth, like in tortoises and turtles. The next we see the thermoregulation in birds. Birds are endothermic. They regulate their temperature according to the environment. They lose heat by cooler pouches present in throat. In some, feathers also provide insulation. If temperature fluctuates, air seeks shears and take sunbath. The next one is thermoregulation in mammals. Mammals warmer by their sweat. In aquatic climate, thick layer of fat present, which is called blubber. Mammals have consequent system present on their body tips, which helps in heat loss. They heat generated by muscle contraction. They have also process which is called shivering and non-shivering thermogenesis for their body temperature control. The next one is heat production in birds and mammals. Heat production in birds and mammals by muscles contraction, metabolic rate high, ATPase pump enzyme, and also they increase their muscles activity. The next one is osmoregulation and excretion. First of all, we see the osmoregulation. Osmoregulation is the maintenance of the constant osmotic pressure within the body fluids by keeping water balance. They actively control salt concentration in body. Skin and lungs also help in osmoregulation. The next one is excretion. Excretion is the removing of the waste and toxic substances from the body temperature. Excretion types are the homonotylism, urotylism, and the aminotylism, and vice versa. Kidney perform major roles in excretion. The next one is invertebrates and vertebrates excretory system. First of all, we see the invertebrates excretory system. Protista have the contractile vacuoles in their excretory system. The earthworms excrete their waste material by nephridia and malphigian tubules present in insects for their excretory system. Sponges and hydra excrete their excrete by simple diffusion, and phlegm cells present in planaria. And the next one is vertebrates excretory system. In vertebrates excretory system, kidneys are present, and some animals have urogenital system, which is reproductive, and excretory system is interrelated in urogenital system. Cloaca also present in vertebrates excretory system. It is present in amphibians, reptiles, and birds. The next one is how vertebrates achieve osmoregulation. These animals ingest excess salt with their food and water and excrete it by way of these glands. Kidneys are vertebrates osmoregulatory organ in which blood pressure forces fluid to filter through the walls of blood capillaries into the tubules that process the filtrate into the urine. The second one is vertebrate kidney variation. Variation in nephron structure and physiology equip the kidneys of different vertebrates for osmoregulation in the various habitats. The ability of mammalian kidney to concentrate urine is closely related to the length of loop of Henle. Those that have a limited ability to concentrate the urine have short lobes, and others have the long lobes, which is shown in diagrams also. Then last topic is mechanism in metanephric kidney function. The kidney ability to perform many of its functions depend on three basic functions. The first one is filtration. The second one is reabsorption. And the third one is excretion. The metanephric kidney mesenchyme in turn sends signal out to the ureteric bud, which will induce the ureteric epithelium to grow and branch into the metanephric mesenchyme. The ureteric branches will ultimately form the collecting duct system of the kidney. This is all about my presentation. Thank you.